Welcome to the Human Meme Podcast. I'm David Bowles, and today we will get seriously intimate with ourselves in the claimed body. 1862. That is the year Abraham Lincoln signed the Homestead Act. The act said that any American willing to settle on 160 acres of public land, live there for 5 years, and improve the parcel, could file a claim and receive title. Between 1862 and 1976, when the Federal Land Policy and Management Act finally repealed the Homestead Act in the contiguous states, the United States distributed approximately 270 million acres of continental North America through this mechanism of the registered claim. The claim, the parcel, the boundary line, the survey marker. That is how the American imagination learned to think about territory. My new book, The Claimed Body. How American institutions divided the human organism among themselves argues that the American body is now claimed the same way. Not metaphorically, structurally. The body you are sitting in right now, the body listening to my voice, is divided among institutional claimants who have filed on portions of it with the same legal and procedural logic that once divided the continent. A hospital claims your birth, a school claims your developmental measurements, an insurer claims your diagnostic history, an employer claims your labor capacity and your drug screens. The state claims your reproductive eligibility and your military eligibility. If the criminal claim succeeds, a prison claims your physical presence. At the other end of life, a dying registry claims the moment of your cessation, and a funeral corporation claims the disposal of your remains. Operating in the shadow of all of these, a data broker claims an ongoing right to your metabolic patterns, your consumption patterns, your grief patterns, your sleep patterns, your pharmaceutical patterns, and sells them forward to whoever will pay. No single institution claims you entirely. Many institutions claim portions of you at specific moments under specific authorities for specific purposes. And there is no adjudicating form that arbitrates between them when their claims overlap or contradict. The forum does not exist. You live inside the contradictions. Let me give you one concrete example from the book. Chapter 5 is called The Insured Body. There's a section in it on what I call the FICO body. Most listeners know that the FICO score was originally designed in the 1950s by Fair, Isaac and Company to predict whether a borrower would repay a loan. That's all it was. A prediction about a specific financial act. What has happened since is that the FICO score migrated. It left the banks. It moved into apartment rental screening, into employment background checks, into cellular phone contracts, into utility deposits, and most consequentially into insurance pricing. In 47 American states, your car insurance premium is calculated in part using your credit score. In a majority of states, your homeowner's insurance premium is too. What this means structurally is that a number designed to predict your behavior toward a lender has become a number that prices your body's risk across unrelated domains. A low credit score is treated as evidence that you are more likely to file an insurance claim, more likely to damage a rental unit, more likely to be a problematic employee. The score has become an institutional claim on your worthiness, expressed in dollar terms. Across sectors, the score was never designed to evaluate. Now, if that were only true of the FICO score, it would be a specific injustice worth a specific chapter. But the pattern repeats. The pediatric percentile chart, which was designed to help clinicians identify children with failure to thrive, has migrated into an anxiety engine for ordinary parents and a sorting tool for school readiness. Clinicians built the DSM to communicate about mental distress, and it has migrated into insurance coding, disability determination, custody evaluation, and employment fitness. Congress created the Social Security number to track a specific federal benefit, and it has migrated into the master identifier for credit, immigration, academic records, medical records, and almost every other institutional claim a body carries. Everywhere you look, measurement instruments built for narrow purposes have escaped their original domains and become infrastructure for generalized bodily judgment. That migration is the institutional claim filing itself. The book tracks 15 of these claims in order, from before birth to after death. Early on, a child cannot refuse them: the birth score, the measured child, the sorted student, the diagnosed body, the insured body. Adulthood brings the next 5: the laboring body, the reproductive body, the military body, the incarcerated body, the addicted body. And the last 5 are the ones we try hardest not to think about: the athletic body, the beautified body, the datafied body, the dying body, the dead body. 15 chapters, because 15 is the number of major institutional domains that currently hold active claims on the American body. I did not invent the number. I counted the claimants. Why does this matter now? 2 reasons. The first is that the data layer is closing gaps that used to exist between the claims. Until recently, the insurer did not know what the pharmacist knew, and the pharmacist did not know what the school knew, and the school did not know what the employer knew. That is no longer true. The data broker industry makes its money by federating those claims into a single behavioral profile that any paying party can access. Where the body used to be claimed by many institutions operating in isolation, it is now claimed by many institutions operating through a shared back-end. A second reason follows from the first. Institutional claims on the American body are tightening at exactly the moment American democratic capacity to reform institutions is weakening. A claim that cannot be challenged in a public forum by citizens with political standing is no longer a claim in the Homestead sense. It is a confiscation. This book argues that the structural condition of the American body in 2026 is approaching confiscation, and the institutional path back toward claim, toward contestation, toward reform is narrowing. I wrote The Claimed Body because I wanted a reader to be able to see the pattern. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Your body, my body, the body of the person you love, the body of the child you are raising, the body of the elder you are caring for, moves through this institutional apparatus every day, and the apparatus produces the conditions of the life that body is able to live. The book is available now on Amazon, in Kindle, in paperback, and through bowlesbooks.com for direct ordering and for a free online reading edition. If the argument interests you, that's where to find it. If it enrages you, that's where to find it too. I wrote the book for readers who want an institutional map of the condition they are living inside. For the Human Meme Podcast, I'm David Bowles, wishing you a whole evening and a better fractured tomorrow. Thanks for listening. Be a human meme.